students, welcome to our physics class. Dear students, last class we are discussing about nuclear physics, introduction of radioactivity, what is radioactivity, types of radioactivity, the unit of radioactivity. Dear student, this class we are discussing about alpha, beta and gamma rays. When your radioactive nucleus undergoes to radioactivity, because this radioactive nucleus emitted harmful radiation. This radiation are usually emitted three types of particle. One is a alpha, another one is a beta, then third one is a gamma. Dear student, some of the alpha, beta and gamma rays having similar and dissimilar properties. Now we are discussing about properties of beta, alpha, beta and gamma rays. First one is why they are called alpha rays. I think first property, why they are called alpha rays. Because alpha rays nothing but helium nucleus. Helium nucleus. It's not helium atom, it is a helium nucleus. It consists of two proton and two neutrons. It consists of two proton and two neutrons. Why they are called beta rays? Because they are electron. It basis of elementary particle in all atom except hydrogen. It consists of all elementary particle in all atom except hydrogen. The next one is gamma rays. Gamma is nothing but it's electromagnetic waves or electromagnetic radiation. It is a quantum of radiation. The gamma is nothing but quantum of radiation. The quantum of radiation is nothing but it consists of a photon. Photon has a zero mass, zero charge, but they have energy. The next property, charge of alpha rays. It is a positively charged particle. The charge of each alpha particle is 2e. The charge of alpha particle is 2e. Then second one is the beta rays is nothing but it is negatively charged particle. The charge of each particle is E. Then a gamma rays, it is a neutral charged particle. Each gamma rays charge is 0. When the ionization power of alpha ray is 100 times greater than beta and 10,000 times greater than gamma rays. The ionization power of beta ray is comparatively low ionization power in alpha. The ionization power of gamma is very less ionization power. The next property, penetrating power. The alpha rays having low penetrating power, even it will be stopped by a thick paper. Even it will be stopped by a thick paper. The alpha having low penetrating power, even it will be stopped by a thick paper. But the penetrating power of beta is greater than alpha. They can penetrate by a thin metal foil. They penetrating by thin metal foil. The penetrating power of gamma ray is very high penetrating power. It is greater than beta. They can penetrating through the metal block. The gamma ray is penetrating through the metal block. So the penetrating power is very high in gamma rays compared to alpha and beta. Next one is the effect of electric and magnetic field. Effect of electric and magnetic field or electrostatic field. Now the alpha rays are deflected by both electric and magnetic field. Now we can apply alpha rays are deflected by electric and magnetic field. The deflection direction can be obtained with the help of the Fleming left-hand rule. The deflection of the alpha ray is obtained with the help of the Fleming left-hand rule. So what is Fleming left-hand rule? Dear student, in your left hand, first three fingers is stretched perpendicular to each other. In a forefinger point is represented by direction of the magnetic field. In a middle finger point is represented by direction of the flow of current. In thumb finger point is represented by force on a conductor. Now we can apply to the Fleming left hand rule in a path of the alpha. Apply the Fleming left hand rule, we get to deflection of the alpha rays. Similarly, the beta rays are deflected both electric and magnetic field. The deflection of the beta ray is opposite to the alpha. Opposite to the alpha. The deflection can also obtain with help of the Fleming left hand rule. But the gamma rays are do not deflected by both electric and magnetic field because the gamma is no charge. That is, it is a neutral charged particle. A small experiment. Now we take a lead block. Lead block. A radioactive element like radon or radium can be placed in a lead block. The block having narrow opening. A photographic plate can be placed in the direction of the open of the narrow block. Now we can apply to the, now we take a two metal plate, two metal plate, they connected to battery. Two metal plate connected to battery.
கட் பண்ணி அடுத்து அதான் சரி ஃபுல்லாக போயிடும் இது இது முன்னாடி ஒன்றுனா போகும்
The effect of electric and magnetic field. The effect of electric and magnetic field. The gamma rays are deflected both electric and magnetic field or electrostatic field. The deflection of the effect of electric and magnetic field. The alpha rays are deflected both electric and magnetic field. The deflection of the alpha ray is obtained with the help of the Fleming left hand rule. What is Fleming left hand rule? In our left hand, the first three fingers is stretched mutually perpendicular to each other. The forefinger point is represented by direction of the magnetic field, and the middle finger point is represented by direction of the current, and the middle thumb finger point is represented by force on a conductor. Now we apply to the Fleming left hand rule to obtain the deflection of the alpha rays. Similarly, the beta rays are deflected both electric and magnetic field. The deflection of the beta ray is opposite direction of the alpha rays. The deflection direction is also obtained with the help of the Fleming left hand rule. But the gamma rays are do not deflected both electric and magnetic field because their net charge is zero, like neutral charge. It is a neutral charged particle. Then how to demonstrate this deflection? Now we take a lead block. The radioactive element, I think radium, kept on a lead block. Now a photographic plate is placed in narrow opening of the lead block. Take a two metal plate. The two metal plates are connected to battery. Two metal plate is connected to battery. This is a negative charged plate. This is a positive charged plate. Now the nuclear radiation comes from the narrow opening of the lead block. It can be deflected. The deflection of the nuclear radiation towards the negative terminal of the particle, negative terminal of the plate, this is called alpha. It can be deflected towards the positive terminal of the plate. This is called beta. The undeflected radiation is nothing but gamma. Why it can be deflected towards the negative terminal of the plate? Because alpha is a positive. It can be deflected towards the positive terminal of the battery. It can be beta. So undeflected particle is nothing but gamma. Next one is speed. The speed of the alpha particle range is 1 by 10 to 1 by 20 times of speed of light. Then beta, the speed range of the beta particle is goes up to 9 by 10 times of speed of light. But the gamma is travel with the speed of the light. With the speed of the light. Next, we discuss about beta decay. Before discuss about beta decay, now we are discuss about a small portion. The displacement law, radioactive displacement law. The sodium and Fajan is formed radioactive displacement law. The parent daughter nucleus is formed after decay of beta and gamma rays. The daughter nucleus mass number is less than 2 unit and atomic number is less than 4, mass number is less than 4 unit and atomic number is less than 4 unit. Similarly, in a beta decay, after the decay is completed or finished, the daughter nucleus is formed. The mass number is remaining same, but atomic number is increases by 1. This concept is applied to in alpha decay. In a alpha decay, when a nuclear reaction, the unstable parent nucleus emitted the alpha particle to form the stable daughter nucleus is called alpha decay. For example, 90 uranium-238, it is an unstable parent nucleus. It can be emitted to the alpha particle. Don't say the alpha particle to form the stable daughter nucleus 90 thorium-234. In this decay of uranium to thorium, the emission of alpha particle. In this alpha decay, the parent nucleus is emitted to the alpha particle. Now we clearly understand the daughter nucleus is formed. The mass number decreases by 4, but the atomic number decreases by 2. Now this best example, 90 uranium-238 is emitted the alpha particle to form the thorium. Next one is a beta decay. In a nuclear reaction, unstable parent nucleus is emitted to the beta particle to form the stable daughter nucleus is called beta decay. In this beta decay process, a phosphorus is converted into sulfur. Then a 15 phosphorus 32 is an unstable parent nucleus. Is emitted to the 1 beta particle, like 1 beta decay. It can be formed the stable sulfur, 16 sulfur 32. In a beta decay process, there is no change in the mass number, but the atomic number is increases by 1. Gamma decay. In a gamma decay, only the energy level will be changes. Atomic number and the mass number of the daughter nucleus does not any changes, that is remaining same. For example, radium 226 is converted into radon, emission of alpha particle. Now we can explain with help of the energy level diagram. The radium 88 to 26 is converted into radon, that is 222 emission of alpha particle. But in most of the state in a radon is exit state. Exit state is not a stable state. It will becomes to ground state. Emission of gamma rays. That is 86 radon 220.
Okay, sir.
So not changes in atomic number and mass number of the daughter nucleus. So this is example for gamma decay. Now today worksheet. What is alpha decay? Next one is what is beta decay. The third one is what is a gamma decay. What is a alpha decay with the example. Then second next one is what is a beta decay with the example. Then sixth one is gamma radiation is dangerous because why? Dash has the greatest penetrating power.